All right, listen, I am not here to sing the praises of Mark Zuckerberg, but I have to tell you that I am delighted by what is going on with Meta's recently launched Twitter competitor called Threads. I joined Threads last night. You can see my profile there. I am David.Pacman on Threads, and I would love for you to follow me. What is this? What is this all about? Axios has a good article explaining it. Meta's Twitter competitor for, quote, friendly conversation launches early. Elon Musk's blunders with Twitter are gifting Mark Zuckerberg an opportune opening for a new rival app. Threads launched last night at 7 p.m. Eastern. They were going to debut it today, Thursday, but they ended up debuting it early. It's available on Android and the Apple Store. I don't know what it's called now. The iTunes Store. I don't know anything about iPhones. I'm sorry, but it's on. It's available on Android and Apple phones. That's for sure. A bunch of things that Elon Musk has done recently have particularly set up the environment for some kind of Twitter competitor. There was this rate limit where if you are not verified on Twitter, if you're not paying for Twitter, you can only see 600 tweets a day. It's pretty bonkers stuff. Then Twitter announced that its TweetDeck dashboard will become available only to paying subscribers. I mean, quite frankly, Elon Musk is making blunder after blunder. I know that much like with Jordan Peterson, there are people with Elon Musk that say, David, if you think he's making mistakes, it's because you don't understand the genius of what he's doing. I had people emailing me saying, David, what Elon Musk is doing is actually genius. He's reducing bandwidth costs by limiting the number of tweets that you can see, and it's all 4D chess, and it's just all completely and totally incredible. All right, I just don't seem to think that's the case. My activity on Twitter is down to almost zero, and so is that of so many of the people that I follow, because it's just become a bad experience. So in comes Threads. Threads is connected to Meta. You can log into Threads with your Instagram account. Not only am I now on Threads, the David Pacman Show is on Threads. We're looking at becoming early adopters when it comes to posting our video content there. We're not exactly yet sure whether this can be automated in some way from a technical standpoint. If anybody happens to know, please let us know. We're working on it and we'll soon be up to speed. Elon Musk's comment on all of this last night was, quote, "It is infinitely preferable to be attacked by strangers on Twitter than indulge in the false happiness of hide the pain Instagram." Of course, referring to the idea that Threads is seeking to be a sort of more positive environment, less about trolling and insults and this sort of thing. Now, what are my real thoughts about this? Because as I'm sure you know, if you know me, you know that I am not about picking the right billionaire whose horse I'm going to attach my buggy to, or whatever the case may be. Relying on one possible sociopath to defeat another is not like a thrilling and super exciting strategy for the future of humanity. I am not naive to the undeniable reality that Meta's Threads is just another attempt to monopolize the online discourse for profit and control of the narrative. Okay, I mean, so Twitter has been failing to do it recently. So now in comes Mark Zuckerberg and whatever the case may be. Are we all pining for another corporate controlled platform? Not really. Am I concerned that what happened on Facebook around recent elections, the spread of disinformation, COVID disinformation, election disinformation, it could just take over Threads as well? Of course, I'm concerned about that. And unfortunately, some of these decentralized sort of attempts to replace Twitter have flopped. Mastodon was one, which, I mean, listen, I got on there within 10 seconds. I knew it was going nowhere. I'm sorry. I know people still email me and say, David, when are you getting on Mastodon? I'm on it. Nobody knows because there's 100 different servers. And if you're not on the same server, you have no idea I'm on it. Listen, I'm sorry. Okay. I don't think Mastodon is it. Blue Sky, I thought, was very interesting. I was concerned that by limiting the number of new users that could sign up, Blue Sky was vulnerable to something like Threads coming forward. I'm still on Blue Sky. Blue Sky now has announced they are pausing new member signups. I mean, I still am holding out hope for Blue Sky, but it seems as though it's not going particularly well. So on the one hand, I am thrilled at the idea of a more functional, no rate limits, no, all of this whacked out stuff that's happening on Twitter. I like that. I think that that's a good thing. There's a functional verification system still on Threads because it's using the Instagram verification system. I think that these things are good. On the other hand, I can only imagine that Meta's real agenda here is to continue building this environment in which you've got Facebook and WhatsApp and Instagram and Threads, and they're building the metaverse and on and on and on. And Meta goes in the direction of dominating our digital lives and taking away autonomy and potentially hurting democracy. So I'm curious about Threads. I'm on Threads. We're going to start using it as a tool to promote our content. I'm skeptical. I don't know how Meta is going to ensure that Threads just doesn't end up with the exact same misinformation problems that Facebook and Instagram, quite frankly, had around elections and COVID disinformation. So find me on Threads at david.pacman. The show is there at David Pacman Show. It's actually small enough still where I'm seeing everybody who's responding to me. So like on Twitter, it's a lost cause. It's just totally out of control. On Threads, I'm actually seeing everybody. So follow me there and we'll see what we end up doing with it.